Hi there, Suzanne Mathis McQueen here with 4 Seasons in 4 Weeks, and this is for the ladies. I want you to think about that tonight is the night before the solstice, the winter solstice. And the winter solstice is the darkest day of the year, the shortest amount of light. But what does the winter solstice actually represent? It doesn't represent dark, it represents the welcoming of light. It recognizes the end of the dark season and now starting to come back out into longer days of light. So I compare this when we're talking about 4 seasons in 4 weeks, and when we're talking about comparing the 4 phases in your hormonal monthly cycle, your hormonal monthly rhythm with seasons. When you break down that month into 4 weeks, resting, building, expressing, and deconstructing, I compare those to fall, winter, spring, and summer. So we're looking at the transition in the real seasons. We're looking at the transition between fall and winter. And right here, we are right there at this transitional time. And what that means, how that compares to your hormones, is that I identify fall with the period, with the bleeding phase, and that's because it's the end of the former growing cycle. That your cycle itself, your period, is the end of the former uterine lining. It's the end of the former cycle that you just had, building a uterine lining, and then if there was no pregnancy, then that lining has to come back down, and then it gets flushed out in the form of blood. So that's fall. That's the shedding of the leaves off the trees. That's the shedding of your uterine lining. That's why I compare it to fall. And as we go into winter week in the cycle, that is week 2, and that's when the uterine lining starts over. It starts to build a new uterine lining. Eggs are starting to mature and things like that. So it's the building phase. It's really becoming the light in a way. So winter time, even though other systems compare winter with resting and sleeping, it's really the building of stuff underneath the ground. And in your uterine area, everything is building underneath the surface, and you are actually becoming the light. You are growing scientifically in beauty because your primal body is trying to attract a mate. It's the week right before ovulation. It's the week leading up to ovulation. So everything is building. So right now, this night before the winter solstice, I compare this to just being emptied out. You've finished your period and now getting ready to start that building again. So I want you to really sort of feel this phase, feel what it feels like, see how dark it is. And tomorrow during that winter solstice, then just really get in there and recognize it as a transitional time from fall to winter, and compare that to your own cycle and just see how that feels. So that's it. I just wanted to jump in here and talk about the solstice because I just really love this day. Comment on anything you like there. Please join the free Facebook group. I left the link here. And if you haven't joined my email list, I'm at 4s4w.com. You can sign up there. You can grab a free what have I got on there right now? Quick reference guide to 4 seasons in 4 weeks. You get that for free. And the only reason for being on the email list is that you get updates and things about what's going on. I do have a course coming up, and you'll want to know about that. And Alyssa, hi, thanks. I'm so glad you're on here. I'm just getting ready to jump off, but so glad that you jumped on. That's it. Please have a beautiful solstice, and we'll see you in the winter. Okay, bye.